Science Studio Session. I'm Tuse. We are today with Lorenzo, Maze, and Sam. They are Smoke the Bees. They are coming from Turin. And well, please, hi guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey. Hi,
Please,
Tuzi.
hi. Tell us, please, how is this Smoke the Bees born? How?
Okay.
And
Okay,
when?
of course. Okay, hi everyone again. Um, so, let's say, okay, I started writing music a few years ago. You know, Sunday afternoons, bedrooms, and all this sort of stuff. Then, realized at some point it wasn't fun anymore to do it on my own. So I started to look, for some people to have fun with. And lucky enough, I found Maze, this guy sitting on my left, who plays the bass guitar. So we started playing together, but we always struggled because of the drummer. I mean, we tried, I'd say, dozens of drummers, but couldn't find the right one. And finally, the right one came, and it's sitting here on my right side, and it's called Samir. So yeah, we've been knowing each other for all the three of us for about almost 2 years now, I'd say, and yeah, that's how we were born.
And why this name, Smoke the Bees?
Well, Smoke the Bees, it's a long story. Do you want to hear the short ones or the long ones? Okay, the long story, which I'm trying to make in, a bit shorter than usual. It, um, it's a sentence that comes from a song that I really like, which is called "Apple Bad" from by Sparkle Horse. And when I heard, "Smoke the Bees," I said, "Come on, what does it mean?" So I googled it, and I found out that's a process in beekeeping. So basically, a beekeeper shoots some smoke into his hive to calm down the bees, so they get asleep, and he can get as much honey as he wants. So I just realized that, for us as human beings, is exactly the same. We are put asleep in the society somehow, and we just forget, what we are, what we want. So this kind of a metaphor, about society's homogenization. How you say that? How you spell it? Well,
Yeah, I guess the leveling of all societies into.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was the long story.
Okay.
The short story is that we think that's really a cool name.
And talking about your works, I think last year you got this EP, I think is the name, which is called Garinka.
Garincha.
Garincha, yeah.
With 6 songs, if I'm right.
Yep.
Yeah.
6 songs.
And well, which kind of music we can find there? We could find there.
Well, okay, first of all, 6 songs is a bit strange for an EP because it's something, it's almost like an album because we had so many songs, every time we meet up, we jam and something new comes out. So it was really hard to choose which songs to put into the EP, and at the end we could shortlist the 6 songs. So that's why we have 6 songs in it. Which was the question again?
Which kind of music we can find?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. That's really, that's a really
If
good
there
question.
is a kind, maybe it's not. Maybe
I mean,
it's
of course,
like
there's a
fusion
kind.
of different styles, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's both things actually, because we always say that we are alternative rock. Okay, some people say alternative psychedelic rock or whatever. I mean, everyone's got his own opinion, of course. But what does really mean, alternative rock? I mean, it means all or nothing. So I I just see, alternative rock as an alternative to what's the mainstream music that usually goes to the radio. So it's like you choose to listen to an alternative to that.
Not only commercial music, you mean?
Yeah, so that's what's really compelling for us is to create an art form to express ourselves truthfully,
Mm-hmm.
And do you agree, Samir?
Yeah.
We talk about that even
Yeah,
earlier
I
today.
think it's probably it's not part of your question, but I think it's a natural progression to go more deeply into what we do, and certainly it's exactly what Lawrence says. It's trying to do what we do as naturally as we do it.
But let's say that you were defining from the beginning which kind of music you were doing, or it was like just going along.
Well, I don't know if I can answer that, but if I think I'm not sure there was any auto definition going on very much from either three of us, really. Our record label put us as alternative rock because you do need labels to fit into certain markets or whatnot. So it's more of a business decision. Even when we say alternative psychedelic rock, I'm not even sure I know what that means. And I'm sure most people wouldn't really know. And I really like what Lawrence's take is on alternative when he says it's an alternative to mainstream and maybe commercial music.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean we don't like commercial music, of course, but we try to do our own thing as best we can.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, basically that's it.
And what did this EP mean for Smoke the Bees? Means for you?
It means a start, of a new adventure, because it's the first record that we made all together, the three of us, and then it gave us some exposure even internationally, because we signed a contract with a French discographic label. Now we've just started going out from Italy. I mean, we played in France, and now we are in Austria, and then tomorrow we're in Germany. I was saying that was a start, just the beginning. We never stopped working on our music, on new songs, and as a result, we just recorded, the first full-length album, which is called Mesmerize, and is going to be released next month, actually, in April. So, yeah.
Okay, so before going to Mesmerize is the
Mesmerize,
name,
yeah.
right? We are watching this video from Garrincha, which is called Murder Song.
Yeah.
So let's enjoy it, and then we will keep talking. Okay.
Enjoy.
Okay, cool.
Let's see it.
It was nice
and wet. Pushed her hard on the aisle wall. Felt my penis growing strong. It all started with a spark, ended with scenarios love. I covered sins with misery, her greatest pain, no progeny.
That was Murder Song from Garrincha, the first EP from Smoke the Peace, who are here with us today. And well, now let's talk about the new album. You already said that it's coming next month in April, which is Mesmerize. Which difference can we find between this one, the previous one? Not only the number of songs.
Okay.
So tell me.
Well, the cover art is pretty different.
Start from the outside, work our way in.
No, joking. I'm curious, Samir, what you would say about that?
Well, I think it's more mature, for sure. I think we played longer together. The EP got us a lot of experience as well in terms of recording. Not a lot, but a lot more than what we had. And going into Mesmerize, I think we had some ideas on how we wanted to record it, which made it a lot easier, I think, overall, because we had maybe clear ideas in terms of, production, what we wanted, what kind of sounds. Lawrence and Maze did an amazing job of, trying to get some jobs. I tried as well, but I'm just a drummer, But so there was more work into the production, I think. Our ideas were a bit clearer on how we wanted to record it. And I think the overall feel is maybe a little bit more introspective, I think, than the EP. Would you agree?
Yeah,
maybe.
Totally. Yeah, I would say also that the EP, the purpose of the EP was just, to for us to kick off, in the world of music, and it's some. By purpose, the only instruments that were played in the Garrincha EP were just the electric guitar, the bass guitar, and the drums, because we wanted to be as close as possible to the live performances. What came out differently in Mesmerize, that, as Samir was saying, is much more complete. There's myself like playing different tracks of guitar like into each song, and May's playing the synthesizer as well besides the bass and some effects. It's more like something that you would pleasantly hopefully listen to. And that's also, what we try to communicate in the word mesmerize, because originally came from an idea that, like when I look at myself listening to some songs which I really, really like, I'd say, okay, I'm listening to OK Computer by Radiohead, the album. I'm totally immersed in the music. I'm sort of hypnotized, I try to figure out each instrument and where it comes from, in the headphones, and listen to the lyrics, and I'm mesmerized. And that's exactly, what I'd love that some people could feel, that particular sensation while listening to music.
And now with this album, because we can call it an album, right?
Yeah, 12 songs, I think. I think it qualifies. We actually had to stop, So many songs.
Now you are going with it, not only to Austria, also Germany, Belgium, and I think you are going back to Italy.
Yeah.
I guess so.
But are you gonna stop there, or are you gonna try to go farther? Why only these places in Europe?
Well, first of all, it's important to realize it's very, very hard in the music business. It's a very tough business. Very few people know about it because very few people do it. But all the bands out there certainly know that. It's a very, very tough industry. There's lots of competition. We were talking about mainstream music, and there's a very focused desire to have a certain type of music. So we don't fit in that, and so it's quite difficult to actually play live gigs. Because, of course, the first question is, well, how many people are you going to bring to my venue, right? The owners, that's what they ask. And the same thing goes for up the chain with the booking agents and so on. So our ambition is to try to play as many live gigs as we can and focus on the quality of the performance. So now we're here in Austria, and we'll be in Germany and in Belgium, as you said. And then hopefully we're going to get we're working on some other gigs right now in Italy and in France. And of course, we're working a little bit longer term to go to the US. And we have a booking agent there that really believes in us. And so she's working really, really hard to try to book us a very nice tour, which should be in August. And we're looking at, something like 24 concerts. So it'll be nice and challenging. And we have other ideas also, but for now I think it's early to talk about them. But yeah.
And about these kind of festivals where a lot of groups are going, I think I don't know, you will know more about this than me, but I think it's a good place to groups, to bands, to go there like in the beginning, because maybe some people is going to see these other groups which are really famous already, and if you are playing before or even after or whenever, don't you think it's...
I think it's wonderful, and we're if there's anybody out there that wants to invite us to a festival, smoke the bees. So yeah, festivals are wonderful. We'd love to be able to participate in small, big, medium festivals, whatever. The same is true though. There's a lot of bands playing, So even for festivals, it's very, very difficult to select which band you're going to invite or not. Yeah. And so the same thing is true there as well. You have to get people to notice you. And so we would love to play, of course. Right now, we don't have any festivals planned, but I'm confident, and we are, I think, as a band, that in time, hopefully people will enjoy us enough to have a promoter or a festival organizer call us and say, hey, come and play. We'll say yes.
And I could see on internet that you are moving around by internet. I think you have this profile on SoundCloud, right?
Yeah.
Also your Facebook, your website, I think also a channel
Yeah,
in
we're
YouTube.
everywhere, yeah.
So, what do you think about this kind of sales music in by internet? Do you think can help the groups?
Um, well, I'm not getting into criticism in terms of sales and Spotify and all the mess around that. It's not my business. It's not our business. But I have to say that i I mean, for us, internet really helps because it can reaches anyone, anywhere. So sometime we have some likes on Facebook or SoundCloud or whichever the channel. We have some likes or followers from the most remote parts of the world. Like we didn't even. I mean, we had quite a few fans from Nepal. I was like, okay. How come? I mean, people just, in the next neighborhood, they don't know us, but they know us in Nepal. So yeah, that's the power of the internet, I guess. So why not? I mean, we always update our website and social network pages, and because it works.
But then we have this bad part, let's say, about the illegal downloads. Did you think that affect to new groups?
I think that's not a problem for us right now, because I mean, I don't want to know if someone downloads, Smoke the Bees illegally or buys the album or whatever. But at the end of the day, the result is the same. I mean, people get to know us.
Yeah.
I'd like to add something, if I may. I completely agree with Lawrence, and I think it's a false problem because today you have to understand that almost no bands sell records.
Yep.
Okay, it's finished. It's an old model. The record companies now are starting to understand this, and so what's important is that people actually listen to you. So if they listen to Smoke the Bees because they downloaded it illegally, well, I think we can be pretty happy because it's always it's flattering if somebody likes your music enough to download it in the first place. Yeah. And most of the revenue now made by artists is not generated by album sales, unless you're, Bruno Mars or somebody like that, right? Clearly. Yeah. But otherwise, normal groups don't sell any albums virtually. Today, if you sell 5,000 albums, you've done a really good work. So, where does the money come from? It comes from your live concerts. You were talking about festivals before. That's where you make a little bit of money to live. So I agree with Lawrence. I don't think it's an issue so much, unless maybe you're a really, really big star, and then maybe it's an issue. But otherwise, it's a false problem, I think.
Yeah. So before finish, let's tell all the people where they can find you. I think on Facebook.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, put in Smoke the Bee.
Bees. Just Smoke the Bees. It's easy. It's a name.
Also SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, Facebook, YouTube, Bandcamp, Twitter, and our website, of course.
And
SmokeTheBees.com.
You can find us on Pandora Radio in the US.
Oh yeah, true.
If you're in the US or if you're in the UK, Australia, New Zealand, all the Commonwealth countries, we're on Pandora as well.
Okay, so everybody take note.
Yeah, and soon Spotify with Mesmerize as soon as comes out.
You will go to Spotify.
Yeah, of course. And iTunes, and all the paid platforms. Yeah.
Well, actually, a funny thing happened. I just saw my sister who lives in Vancouver, Canada, and she showed me that we're on the Spotify with in Canada. We're on Spotify with our EP.
You're already there.
Yeah.
But even in Italy, I mean, anywhere with the EP.
No?
Yeah.
With the EP?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Congrats for the
Thank you.
You see, it's a false problem.
Okay, guys, thank you for coming here.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for having us.
For watching us. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
With this mesmerize. It's a bit difficult. And yeah, before leaving, we are watching them playing a live performance of Xibalba.
Xibalba, yeah.
Xibalba. which we can find in Mesmerize. So see you soon, and now let's enjoy them.
Yeah, it's gonna be the new single. Yeah.
Bye.
When you see something dreadful, look at the monster in the eyes. Stand up and close, go ask him. What can you teach me now, boy? We are was within the air. I hear a twin salvation. When you feel like dying and melting, keep cool and behold. If you feel explosions in your mind, don't give up. The ghost starship Alpha. The orchestra leader that screeches the violins. Forget about the old boys. The demons always hiding in the eyes of the unknown. A universal riddle. When you feel like dying and melting, keep cool and behold. If you feel explosions in your mind, don't give up. The ghost starship Alpha. When you see something dreadful, look at the monster in the eyes. And up the close, go ask him. He's the orchestra leader that screeches the violins. Forget about the old boys. When you feel like dying and melting, keep cool and behold. If you feel explosions, your mind, don't give up. The ghost starship Alpha. Thank you. You can find me running fast. You can find me dying last. Daddy was an ardent tracer. I am proud to be his child. I am as good as ever he was. I'll surprise you, I'll impress. You wonder why. You can defy, you can bet, you can challenge my good faith. I am also not a racer. You can dare me, I can win. Put yourself out to make good now. I will run out lightning speed. You wonder why. You can find me running fast. You can find me dying last. Daddy was another tracer. I am proud to be his child. I am as good as ever he was. I'll surprise you, I'll impress. wonder why. You can find me very drained. You can feed me like a grey. I am also not a tracer. You can tell me I can win. Put yourself out to make good now. I will run a lightning speed. You wonder why. I'm here to announce a journey, the great journey. I'm here waving on my new wings made of wax. Mom of mine, my motherland, where shall I go? God of mine, with all your values, draw me through. they said. You shall sing, no poisons for the king. Unveil death's mystery when the wolves howl. Woo! You see him smiling flowers, even when his hands you the stone. And the wind at the song will turn our hoes, waving hands and trees. This for my God, this for myself, this for my soul, for me to live. In you I'd speak, not a pygmy in the mist. Tomorrow is today's dream, that's what they said. You see him smiling flowers, even when his hands to the stone. And the wind out of song will turn our hoes, waving hands and trees. Your life and death are only one, just like the sea and the river.
Yeah.